Hey guys, welcome to episode number 29 this week. This has been like another, honestly guys, another 6-day hiatus. Going through, hold on guys, see, okay, there we go. I had to figure out what I was pressing, guys, to get started and to get through today. As King guys and the luckiest man. So it has been another 6 days guys, not exactly a week. I was gonna do an episode of RoboCop over here. And so far today, guys, from the weekend morning on Thursdays. Guys, during the last few weeks, I've been tired. Couldn't really handle, couldn't really think, especially not anything else to confirm. Like I said, guys, with everything else, I've just been pretty damn tired. Guys, been working, staying active, and, guys, keep everything else in position for a while. Just keep everything else in between. You guys get the idea. But yeah, guys, welcome to episode number 29 this week for, Ghostwire Tokyo here today. Today's date, guys, today, it is June 22nd, 2025. Now, you guys understand, too, we are actually 2 days away, guys, till I turn number 32. What that means is, guys, I'm gonna be 32 years old in the next 2 days. So that's actually not out of the question. Keep everything else prerogative and whatnot. And guys, not losing track of it. Or keeping everything else in position. And never lose that, guys. Whatever it could be. It's also an important lesson to keep in mind. But yeah, guys, it has been 6 days, then still hasn't been a stream for, guys, keep everything else extra. Make sure everything is under control. With our popularity, guys, entertainment and energy. Our biggest, strongest, beautiful, exciting, phenomenal, awesome, strongest, magnificent, fantastic, strongest power of our community. We're still at 627 mods here today, so, guys, everybody else is still alive. Keep everybody else in its finest. We see, guys, everybody can always make a difference. As long as people can see what it is, how it is, and see how much it can really proceed for a while. And yes, guys, to get through today, the same way at the same time. Since it's not going to really bury or have something being able to start. So other than that, guys, also guys, see another, and that's another thing too, guys. As King and Luckiest Man, and also, guys, as always as a first place winner. After 6 weeks coming out of this past Saturday, guys, for us here today, and for my two love and I, for the last 8 years being together, apparently her and I actually decided to say thank you since, the last time we finally took on dinner together, for the last 6 weeks, and finally get back to starting a new streak here today, and also have some with a selection, since everything else is not having a lot of breadcrumbs these days, as far as I can tell you. Keep everybody else booked. Guys, that's to see how much we can charge it, how much we can take it. But it's like if you want to take on dinner with somebody, or even if you want to bring your family and friends, if you look at it. I don't think it hurts people's feelings, or personas, or anything else as a strong human being. As long as you guys got the money, as long as if you want to have lunch, breakfast, or dinner. That's always something you guys want to add to. Nobody can tell you otherwise what people can and what the others cannot do. Only you. So yeah, guys, my two love and I, you know what they say, guys, extending's not a good idea. That's to make sure people or have that's never going to be the answer to overreact, or to keep everybody else drawn in return. You know what they say, guys. Big, small, medium. That's all I can now. And now we're back in it. We're back in the hunt, and I also want to bring something else to the table here today as well. Not only I'm going to be turning 32 on my birthday, guys, because I'll be back to WoW on Tuesday, after I go back to Thief tomorrow, 9 to 2. I do want to bring up tomorrow. Sadly, guys, since I was actually lucky to have Monday off last week due to, you know, tier practice the same way at the same time, and you're talking about wanting to have a barbecue cookout for dinner. Well, guys, honestly, guys, based on the schedule, sadly, guys, let me get through these guys real quick. But yeah, guys, as far as anything else based on the schedule, I don't think anything else is going to be hurting right now. You know, guys, by the time I turn 32, you know, after tomorrow. And with my two loves can do some with her sister, and that's actually not going to be in the cards. Well, pretty much anything else is personal, but not exactly in the books. You talk about wanting to do some more comfortable. Hold on a second, guys. We done this week. Hold on, guys. Let me get this message through Daryl through Discord. Now, I actually have been on Discord for most of the time between Rock Charts with Daryl on the Triple A chart and my brother Beatles. But I'll talk about Beatles when we get the time, and also bring some puzzles together, and have everything else going either way. But before we get to anything else today, guys, with our biggest, strongest, beautiful, phenomenal, exciting power of our community. Remember, guys, today's date. Today is the third Sunday. Today, guys, is June 22nd, 2024. Actually, 2025. Today is June 22nd, guys, 2025. My ass is a little bit tired this morning, but nobody can tell you otherwise. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, beautiful power of our community. Our strongest, amazing power, guys. With our 627 mods here today. Do what we can for one another. Like I said, we're having our eyes open for a while today. But obviously, guys, just to keep everything else open and honest. You know, we always hear, like I said, we're sounding good, like I said, we're great. And a polka song that talks about, give me 1 second, guys, that talks about just that. There we go. There we go, guys. But yeah, like I said, everything else has been fine. Everything else has been good. I go back to see if tomorrow, guys, between 9 to 2. I'm going to be mostly doing 9 to 2s from here on in this week. You know, let's keep everything else in mind, everything else established, and also opinions. Not exactly falling in between. But yeah, guys, make it so we're sounding good here today. I was actually not with Beatles at the end of last night. My ass has been tired, so. But I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning, guys. Like I said, we have our stuff together. My butt's gonna be 32 years old, guys. As a king and your luckiest man. But yeah, guys, I repeat, because tomorrow's Monday and I go back to Thief in the morning. There's not gonna be a stream tomorrow. I mean, if I was going to plan, guys, I would have done another episode of Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Gates. But as far as the two people that are behind my back, the two people that I blocked, guys, when I was with my true love, or with my future fiancé, it's my final queen, you know, during the last number of days this week. You know, that's pretty much anything else to have really, you know, have a romantic, foreseeable future between her and I. But the other two are pretty much a long story. But I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning, guys. With our popularity, entertainment, energy. Like I said, we have everything else in store. Like I said, we have our social media, our pride and joy, and our podcast services, guys, all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. Remember, guys, if you're watching live, you guys can do what you gotta do. But I do need you guys' help by doing some in between. But it's not about how you do it, guys, or how much you embrace. So the only answer that's more to provide is you do it because you're driven. And I'm just hoping when you guys do. It's the first place winner, guys, from bowling for over 20 plus years. Guys, 106 and 200. That we're there to see it. Everybody has their eyes open and also eyes glued on it. That's all there is to it. But as far as anything else goes, guys, I haven't heard any news, but I do want to bring something together that my true love and I talked a little bit about. You guys recall, Blade's not going to be releasing until the next 3 years now. So, according to Antibox, guys, this is actually not in-gaming news related, though. But just to be open and honest, guys, don't exactly have people go insane or try to interfere or get people scared as much. I do know Wesley Snipes still wants to do Blade in the future, but apparently our brother's not going to be, you know, he's not going to be a young actor if he's going to be able to, you know, continue and want us to still steal the spotlight by then. You know, just to keep everything else sadistic, keep everybody else intact, and everybody else aware of what exactly Wesley Snipes is leaning towards. Like I said, I have no clue on it, so I think it's going to be a big-time situation for Wesley Snipes. So he still wants to do something that's more to encourage a little bit, not exactly self-pity. But if everything else is still in place, guys, for Wesley Snipes, I probably think he can still do it. But it all depends how much money he can charge. But if I was thinking of something involving Wesley Snipes, I would consider him to retire after Blade for the next 3 years. Because you never know what's going to happen in the future, though. Or how much can really describe what's right and what's wrong. That's the main part of it, so keep everybody else glued and everybody else intact. But yeah, guys, I honestly was not with Beatles at the end of last night. I went to bed way before 12 midnight yesterday. So my true love and I finally had a romantic dinner. We had both of our physical engagement rings yesterday and to get through last night. And honestly, guys, if you think about it, like I said, it was a good time. And we told each other how much we love each other, and for the last 8 years entirely. I was going to stop by for my future fiancé, you know, at the end of last night, but I was just really, really tired. Didn't want to have anything else go in between. You know, involving with the set of attention, or wanting to have something puzzled up together. But it's not about how you do it, guys. It's all about who you want, who you're with, and how much love, support, and romantic you can do. You always want to be who you want to be, guys. You don't want to you definitely do not want to put people around these days. And also, guys, to get through today. I mean, that's another thing, you know. If you're doing exactly what you're able to have a lot of attraction between those two people, people will feel good about themselves, meeting each other's family. I don't think meeting each other's family is not that hard. Well, keep everybody else, you know, on the same page at the same time. Good morning, Sam. Making a love shout out. How are you? Well, off to a really slow start today, guys. Off to a slow start. You know, not having a lot of people stop by yet. But obviously, guys, if you have something that's more to handle, keep everybody else on the same page, you're doing something that's much more right between two people. You want to get married, want to have engagement, Want to get a place of your own somewhere. You want to do something that makes you feel happy and sweet, to be honest. Me and guys, we took on dinner last night and talked about a few things. Keep everything else in between. So, I haven't heard anything with gaming. But we all know, guys, that's going to be arriving soon. And pretty much very, very shortly. Keep everybody else acknowledged. And yes, guys, keeping everything else at large and, but everything else, guys, would not be worth kidding aside. You guys get the idea. Keep the energy, keep everything else not overflown, keep everything else underrated. But like I said, guys, everything else has been suitable to the status. And not to have anything, no false hope all the time. You know, just to see exactly what we're ending up doing, and not questioning people not going viral or negative. When keeping something else inside, guys, whatever it really is. But honestly, guys, it could be something that's more to draw attention to. But like I said, guys, I repeat. As King, guys, the luckiest man, and your first place winner. Sadly, guys, we're not gonna have them. Like I said, we're not gonna have a live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. I've got 9 to 2 at Steve, and then I'm gonna relax for a little bit more. And with my two love and I go back to tier practice tomorrow night from 5 to 6. Apparently, guys, we decided to tackle, you know, everything else according to place and also according to plan. That, you know, we were actually doing the, that self-advocacy, barbecue cookout, you know, last week during the evening. And, that's why we went on at tier practice on the other side, so. And plus, guys, with this humidity, this stuff, guys, with 90-degree heat, this crap, guys, has already gotten started. Or it's just getting started, so. We're gonna begin the break from this, guys, and also from that. It's coming, after this Tuesday, from what I've heard. But it will not stick around forever. It will be slowing down a little bit more. Once we get to, after my 32nd birthday, guys, what's... Now, in case if you guys haven't heard, or like, if you guys haven't known something involving that personally, so the plans are actually in place, and not exactly the one in the back that wants to be an idiotic, stupid idiot, but basically also for man Dan as well. They were trying to have something with a textbook, and wanted to have plans for me first, before my two love was going to be involved and also being asked. And I'm like, well, how could I possibly forget that my Musketeer, guys, is my top priority. Well, so you guys understand too. You guys are also one of my top 4 priorities, you know, guys, here in the chat here today. So that really describes what it is exactly. Good morning, Mr. Lee, my brother. Make a love shout out. But you guys remember, I'm going to be 32 on my birthday this Tuesday. And I'm like, if her and Dan are going to ruin something that I'm planning, I don't want their asses trying to ruin absolutely anything. But if they want to come by and see for a little bit in the morning, guys, which is exactly tomorrow, that's fine. But I don't want to have a lack of discipline or, you know, disturbance in the force. And keep everybody else happy and, you know, trying to smile a little bit. Not to have everybody to get frustrated or throw a temper tantrum either. You know, guys, the people are entitled to their own opinions. But like I said, guys, I have one, I'm gonna be 32. It's coming Tuesday. You know, during and also after a while. Oh, so hard. Make a love shout out, loves. Make a love shout out. Make a love shout out. How are you? Zena, good morning. But like I said, you never know. I mean, if everything else is according to plan. But I don't know. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be 32 this coming Tuesday. But thank you, loves, by the way. Good morning, Zena. Make a love shout out to you also. Keep everybody else sticking around much more often, and not to have people, you know, have any bad encouragement. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff today, um, if you guys want to wish me a happy 32nd birthday before maybe my next stream, guys, it's coming Thursday for RoboCop, but Thursday mornings. That's gonna be my next stream. But actually, guys, I'm actually off this coming Thursday. And tell you something else. I don't think it's gonna be out of the cards either. We're gonna be having that banquet that's coming Thursday in the evening, guys. Also to get through today, from 6 to 8 during the evening by then. So I don't think anything else is gonna be questioned or victimized either. I honestly think it's gonna be fun, in the wars between protecting our sport, our Special Olympics by then, and you know, guys, giving something that we love to enjoy, have a lot of fun, and keep everybody else enjoying. It's not about how you enjoy it, guys. It's how much fun and how much you enjoy it. That's all that matters. But I repeat, guys, if any of you today, about 627 mods and our companions that are here, want to wish me a happy 32nd birthday, and if you guys want to catch more, Ghostwire Tokyo. Every weekend mornings, guys. Every Saturday and Sunday AM in the mornings. If I'm here, if you guys are here as well. You guys can like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream, guys. Like and share the stream. Like, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream. And hold on for 32. Not to get yourselves and centered. But yeah, guys, like and share the stream. Like and share we're sounding good. So we're having a lot of laughs. As long as you guys are not dressing up as pandas. I mean, the only panda I can think of is Kung Fu Panda. That's all there is to it. I'm gonna take a bit of a drink, guys. I'm not drinking a bit of water. I'm actually doing strawberry and lemonade this time. But I, for one, am not gonna be, you know, guys, be, lightheaded without a nap or two. Remember my hands to around, on the thing, either way. But yeah, guys, I won't be 32 this coming Tuesday. So what we're gonna be doing, after I get through WoW, guys, I was talking with Victor earlier this past week, and he actually did state the following, that he's actually going on vacation this week down to Vegas, Nevada, or pretty much here in Florida, you know, to get through today. I mean, as far as I'm aware of, I'm really informed. So basically, guys, Jonathan from WoW is going to be filling in for him while he's on vacation this week. You know, guys, involving outside stuff and, you know, outside of WoW, not exactly involving they have going forward. Let's keep everybody else in check and also see what's going on and see what the plans are. But yeah, guys, like and share the stream, like, so, comment, and follow, and make sure we have enough insurance. If you guys have not wished me, what's your first place winner? A 32nd birthday, guys, which is me, going into Tuesday. You guys can do that as much as possible, and when you can. If you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, you know, guys, if you want me to, I mean, I don't know what I'm getting as far as, after tomorrow goes. Hold on, guys, hold on, guys, see if I can get my message here. Well, like I said, guys, it'll be all set and be ready to go. On Tuesday. There we go. Well, like I said, guys, I repeat. What was I saying? Oh yeah, guys, with our popularity, entertainment, and energy, guys, if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, I mean, I'm not 100% sure on what's the face got me in the back. You know, coming out of the state, here in the state of Ohio, or pretty much in a different city, country, or pretty much anything that's above 50 or above 25. That's something we have no clue on. But like I said, guys, the plans are in place for tomorrow. I mean, by Tuesday. And I've decided what, I mean, I was gonna be predicting, guys. And as far as I know, as far as what movie I'm gonna be tackling, I mean, it's not exactly my two loves pick. It's my sexiest, beautiful final queen, but it's actually my pick. So, I've decided if we were going to do the last performance for Tom Cruise and the last movie, guys, of Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. Apparently, guys, the staff did actually say that shit ain't going to be happening because I was looking at times, guys, for Mission Impossible. But actually, the final movie, guys, for Mission Impossible, you talk about how long the movie's going to be. Honestly, guys, the movie is going to be just about 3 hours. And once my ass would be very, very tired, in my opinion. And you guys understand I would too. I mean, that would have been the offer that would have been too. But Tom Cruise is not going to be coming back, though. You know, if we talk about a spy or talk about an agent. So, an agent as it is. So we're not tackling the last Mission Impossible, guys, A Final Reckoning, after a while on Tuesday. What's up, Lucy Warren? Hanging left shout out. By the way, Lucy, you recall I'm going to be 32 this coming Tuesday. It actually does fall off on Tuesday, guys. It's exciting, it's awesome, and another milestone to celebrate with. That's all there is to it. Keep everything else intact. But I repeat, guys, so what we're going to be doing, I mean, what I'm going to be doing, to celebrate birthday number 32, you know, so far today towards Tuesday, after a while, I've decided I'm gonna be picking How to Train Your Dragon. So I'm gonna be watching How to Train Your Dragon this coming Tuesday, you know, before 5:20 on Tuesday in the evening, guys, most importantly. But as far as the other two in the back, I'm not sure what the two of them got me, but my true love knows exactly what I want, and my guardian knows what I want too. I'm gonna have a little more money by then. Now in cash, guys, that I'm currently at too. I'm barely in the middle 70s. But it doesn't change the fact, guys. My ass is still in it. I am still in position. Trust me. But I'm like, I'll survive. I will survive as king. But no worries. But I repeat, guys. If any of you today want me to play new games on the schedule, make sure you guys hit that like button, lock and share the stream, guys, and keep everything in place. Make sure it's 100% complete. But make sure everything else are not coming unglued. Make sure, guys, it's not you guys need it to be, or exactly what you want it to be. As long as everything else is in place, people will not tell you differently. The first place winner. Protect our sport. But like I said, guys, I was not with Beatles last night. Mine was tired, you know, doing, you know, light evening after dinner, and I had no naps entirely, but it's all good. But I repeat, guys, with my popularity, entertainment, and energy, and our biggest, strongest, phenomenal power of our community. When I turned 32 on my birthday, guys, for your king and your luckiest man, it's coming Tuesday for the most part of it. Keep everything else in question. You guys remember, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment, because you guys will not see me till way after tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You know, remember, guys, work is also one of my top 4 priorities. Top priorities, guys, is you guys, my job at Chief and WoW to stay active, my true love, and my last top priority, guys, is baseball. No more football games is much for me. My top priority, guys, is baseball on top of that. But as far as anything else goes, guys, on today's day, guys, today is June 22nd, 2025, at its finest. The most important thing, guys, or the most important rule, is love, support, and respect is the key. Being awesome and creative. We can say we're terrific, fantastic. And we can say we're not saying let's go for Mario. We can say we're sounding good. We can say we're awesome. don't get ourselves a bad idea or having horrible insurance on other than that to begin with. You always want to have something together, guys. You want to hold on. You want to bring something new. You want to have something perfect. Can I get these cows out of here? And you guys understand too. If you guys have anything else by not saying apologies as much. But if you look at somebody that's aging, if you're at depending how old you are between a birthday, I've wanted to mention a lot on this, or a lot about this, for the last number of years. But if you look at your gender, if you look at how old you're gonna end up being, guys, with your personality and whatnot, people may think you pretty much sound different from your voice, or pretty much your personality. Whatever sounds different, doesn't lose track. I mean, people have their own honesty, people have their own vocal cords, their energy, you know, to see how they're doing with their health and whatnot, and, you know, just to keep everything else hanging tight for a while. But you know, guys, if we're leading towards that, I don't see that being a cause of problems or destruction. Or to keep everybody else in between. You know, have everybody else get the attention. So, well, guys, I'm gonna tire these cowards up. But yeah, guys, but I repeat, guys, I'm gonna be 32. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a lot of fun. With my two love and I on board, staff on board. And the other one was questioning how old I'm gonna be. I'm like the one that's 61 after last week. I'm like, come on. You guys know how old I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna be way older than Donald Trump, or pretty much anything else between politicians. That's not the way it works. But I repeat, guys, love, support, and respect is the key when you're king and you're luckiest man. It's also been creative, guys, with our 627 mods and our companions. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. When we meet and greet, guys, we want to see how much we can take it, how much we can hold on. I'm going to take it out and drink, guys, then we'll get to the personal favorites. As long as people are not feeling guilty, or pretty much feeling irresponsible. I actually feel okay, guys. No naps before yesterday. I also paid my phone bill earlier this week. I probably am good till October 8th, so. This is also, guys, another thing too. It's also gonna be one day before my guardian's birthday by then. His birthday is October 9th every time this year. I mean, once a year, so. Somebody could possibly provide or possibly forget. Good morning, says Unica. Make a love shout out. If you haven't heard, I'm gonna be 32 this coming Tuesday. By the time I get my ass back to WoW, but that's okay. Instead of staying active, guys, and making that money. As long as you guys are not like John Cena, you know, having to become a 17-time world champion at the end of the night. So. It all depends what really matters. No worries. An important thing, guys, an important lesson to keep in mind, or really look at. But on the guys, with everything else on tabs, remember, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative, guys. If you're a 32-year-old birthday this coming Tuesday, and yes, guys, knowledge is power. When we meet and greet, guys, get to know each other. Have a lot of laughs, no complaints. Like I said, there's no problems of being shallow and pedantic a whole lot. But do what makes you feel good and you're loving, caring, and supportive, and have a lot of fun. And remember, guys, you do it because you're driven, and we're always here to see it by staying active for the entire time. Keep everybody else going. Also, guys, as long as we're here, keep everybody else, and possessing and also mention, Anytime we manage to find people, guys, socialize with people. Not have people be cowards. Not have people be bastards a whole lot. You can always see who you want to be. If you want to be like Iron Man, Captain America. Now, speaking of Superman, guys, my Musketeer... Apparently, my Musketeer wants me to not get Tony Hawk in less than a couple weeks. And her and I want to tackle probably Superman. Now, 2-1-2 love, and I will also end on this, guys. If you want Superman, I always want Tony Hawk at the end. But it doesn't change the fact, guys, that if he wants something that she wants, and I actually do and see what I want. That's the main thing. But other than that, guys, you have our social media and everybody else in place. Anytime we manage to find people and socialize, support with people, get my views up, guys, my followers, and my thumbs up as much as anything. You know, guys, keep everybody else at large. And making sure they're not having an overreaction. All we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, guys. If you guys want to find my name on our social media, guys, is your king and your luckiest man. Me, guys. Look up my name, Zach Dawson. If you guys have nothing, you entirely have nothing to lose. Send out to Cindy Lauper, guys. She's actually 72 today. I guess, guys, 72 this week. Now, here's the thing about Cindy Lauper, guys. I mean, her music was actually really, really good. You guys remember that one song that Cindy Lauper actually personally did? Back when the Goonies was out back in the 1980s, you had Karate Kid. I don't think Army of Darkness with Bruce Campbell was out back then. I mean, I don't think it was actually positive on a good note back then. But basically, guys, what Cindy Lauper was, what Cindy Lauper was exactly, pretty much volunteer, guys, to do, Kids Aren't Good Enough coming out of, the Goonies. I think she actually did pretty well back then. As far as what she's doing for the Goonies too, I doubt Cindy Lauper's going to be involved in that. I mean, she's getting closer to calling it quits. If you look at it, I mean, no disrespect to Cindy Lauper. I mean, her music's been real good over the years. You look at her, guys. You look at Bon Jovi. You look at Genesis. No, without Phil Collins. But Phil Collins is nearly the same age as, you know, I mean, a cute birthday girl. And pretty much want, I mean, in my opinion, guys, to see her, in my opinion, go to the Hall of Fame one of these years, one of these days, nobody can replace Cindy Lauper. I mean, if anyone tells you differently, it's never been the answer. It never has something with false hope on it. Nobody could tell you otherwise. Me and guys, Cindy Lauper today. She's cute, she's still looking good. And on her beautiful side, guys, she's actually 72 today. You guys remember, I'll be 32 this coming Tuesday. That's something to think about. But all we have to do, guys, I repeat, all we have to do is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. I'm a little bit rusty, guys, between feel my nostrils today, but I've seen this enough times before. And you guys remember how long I've been on YouTube? I've been on YouTube, guys, entirely for 8 years. Twitter, X, and Facebook for 6. And yes, guys, by 2 Love and I. My sexiest, beautiful final queen, guys, and your first place winner. With 2 Love and I's magic number, we have been romantically haunting and also, guys, as a young couple for 8 years. So my 2 Love and I, guys, have a magic number. We've been together for 8 years now, and we lost each other once. And I entirely and fulfilling my achievements. Her and I still want to get married in the future, between family to family, trying to get info on exactly have any psychology, phenology, mythology, technology. But wanting to spend the rest of our lives together, guys, and to get through today too. But it's not about how much you can take it. It's all about how much you know about each other. You know, guys, know a lot more about yourself, to yourselves, and to a lot of people. And see how many friends people can make, but do not be yourselves, and do not get yourselves alone, or get yourselves out of the job, or be a bargain as a first place winner. You know, guys, my exes that I have known, they took it way too damn far. They took it way too far before my true love came in. That's why we've been together, guys, for 8 years. Going on 9 years for next year's night to sign, in 2026 by then. And my true love and I, a few of us here today, guys, we've got enough to offer otherwise. But it cannot be alone forever. It cannot be solo forever either. But I've also been on Twitter, X, and Facebook, guys, for 6 years. So this coming July on the 30th, guys, I probably will be reaching 7 years between those two. With 7 on Twitter, X, and Facebook, guys, and chat. And also, guys, 9 on YouTube. So it's been like 8 years since I've been on YouTube, guys, for your man Zach Dawson from Titanic. And yes, guys, 6 on Twitter, X, and Facebook. And 8 years, guys. 8 years fully for my sexiest final queen and I. I lost her once, guys. And then for my musketeer, not losing her ass twice entirely. You always want to stick with the same person you've got. You don't want to have people feel heartbroken with your family, but stay and stick with the one you have for the rest of your life. That's all that matters. Alright, guys, that's going to be the end of our social media today. So probably Thursday, guys, if I'm hoping to do RoboCop Folk City this week. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna be getting for my birthday after tomorrow. I don't think that sits out of the question. But it's just to keep you guys enlightened and also guys informed. My true love and I will be back to practice tomorrow night, so that's gonna be something off the bat too. Hold on, guys. They should be tossed. Hold on, guys. Let me do something like this. But you guys get the idea. I'm gonna be 32 in a few days, and I don't think myself is sounding a lot different, to be honest with you. But yeah, guys. I repeat, guys. That's gonna be it for social media today for your first place winner. We're gonna see how I'm doing on baseball, which I cannot say enough, guys, my top priority. Forevermore, guys, over football by far. Or not to have a hot mess between a band or a group. I'm gonna talk about the next 2 to 3 minutes, we look at it. Downpop's baseball has been pretty good. Now, I don't think I'm getting another baseball game this coming Tuesday. Which I do know, guys, Downpop's baseball is enough. As far as I can tell you. But we'll add more to this, guys, in the next 2 minutes. Not 3, guys, but 2 minutes, actually. I'm a little bit tired today, but I'm making sure I have something in me. Making sure we have enough in our style. Making sure everything else is in check. Enha Mix, make a love shout out. Guys, birthday number 32 for your king and your luckiest man, guys. And for popularity, guys, entertainment and energy on Tuesday. May 32 by then, guys. Not to have forgotten or forgotten. Bruce Willis, guys, is actually like in his early 70s. When the others celebrated his birthday and also Father's Day with him, the kids, and also Demi Moore by far, so. It doesn't have anything else to violate the laws or, you know, have every single birthday milestone. And it goes with that, too. Nobody can question it or capitalize. But everything else, guys, I'm a little bit tired, not exactly feeling bad or eager. You know, guys, let's keep everybody else lined up. And keep everything else under control. My true love is not going to church today, guys. I repeat. She's not doing church since Her sister's actually going to be out of town for her birthday today, as far as I know. But apparently the one that broke that first was my future fiancé. On the repeat. She actually reminded me that she's not going to church here today. What that really means. She finally gets to really relax for a while. I mean, who deserves an opportunity to relax? I mostly do. You guys understand I want a massage. I want to have something fitting in. I want to have something between where we're at, between our personalities, and everybody else in sec. I'm gonna take another drink, guys, but you do what you gotta do. Without suits, you guys are always a Christian. But nobody can tell you otherwise. As long as nobody's breaking bricks. You guys know exactly breaking bricks or telling you otherwise. Alright guys, let's get to the main. Let's get to the other main course for gaming. So guys, if we talk about playing your personality, playing your hearts out, if you're rock and rolling with a guitar, you guys don't know, guys, as far as I know, in the next 2 weeks, guys, Ozzy Osbourne's final concert's gonna be arriving very shortly. But like I said, I don't see Ozzy Osbourne, dying on stage. I mean, he's not gonna be a lousy moron by the time he retires and gets done. Guys, with rock and roll music. He will always be a legend in my book. And you guys' book, too. If we haven't seen him rock and roll with him, Black Sabbath, or with Billy Morrison, or doing something awesome like Ordinary Man, guys, from one of Ozzy Osbourne's older albums back in 2020, back then. Ozzy still has one heart left to get through his last performance. Guys, of his concert tour this year. That's going to be the next 2 weeks, guys. Let's really drag in. And it's all something in the format. Alright guys, let's get to the gaming. So guys, for my birthday number 32, this coming Tuesday, arriving soon, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store, guys, make your purchases, make a game account, and pre-orders, and buy something. So guys, head over to the Steam store, do what you gotta do between what I described, and buy something. If you guys are going after an own game, guys are getting special games. And if you guys are looking to do a dance that my two love and I can do, or the one your couples can do, nobody can tell you otherwise how much can really add and also begin. Alright guys, let me see if I can get this one in right here. Don't think it has a chance to get to. Hold on, guys. Let's see if I can get this message here. To number 1. There we go. But yeah, guys, head over to the Steam store and buy something. You guys are going to buy an own game. You guys are getting special games. Or if you guys want to start getting, get a lot of bucks and whatnot, have something to enjoy, provide. By the time I turn 32, guys, on my birthday after tomorrow. But on a good note, guys, if you guys are getting bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys go after any of the two, and like both, and not go crazy. You guys can go after 1 or 2 at the very beginning with no extra cost. Maybe you guys are getting the game sales today. If you guys want to know what games that are on sale completely, you guys can buy a game called Victoria 3. Now, we all know, guys, Victoria 3. They're actually calling it a free weekend game for this week. Guys, coming out of this coming complete weekend, we'll have something compared.
Face red heart shape. Heart shape.
Yeah, guys, I don't see why not. Well, with everything else in place, guys, it would not be insane or optimistic. But you guys can go after a game called Victoria 3. This game, guys, is $14.99. Now, if you want to talk about a former nominee That's sort of won this past year's Game of the Year. They also have, guys, Black Myth Wukong for a little over $48 on Steam. So, everything else, guys, would also be in place, but not a lot of breadcrumbs. But one thing I will add, guys, about I mean, if you talk about Black Myth Wukong, I've heard Black Myth Wukong is a cool game. It was just missing a few things. It was just missing a few things in return. But guys, I know with me and well, like I said, guys, with everything else with Black Myth Wukong, you guys remember the score they actually saw between this game? You know, guys, between PS5 and other consoles this past year? People thought Black Myth Wukong was nearly a good game. I mean, the game itself was real good, what people thought. Not compared to Dark Souls, Demon Souls, not compared to any other one in between. And the guys should be in the top. Hold on, guys. Enhan, thank you for holding on. There we go, guys. But yeah, Black Myth Wukong, from what I've heard, the game itself is real good. It actually saw and suit 8 out of 10 this past year. You guys can get Killing Frenzy for $7.49, and Sucker for Love, guys, for nearly $5 today. Now let me get back to Black Myth Wukong for a minute. If you want to talk about playing as a wolf, if you want to now play yourself as a lion as a character, we all know, guys, Black Myth Wukong is not exactly a horrible standard type of game that has pretty much anything else to really, you know, see what game can do good, you know, guys, be hard at work on. Or to tackle a game you guys haven't played before. But if you wanna look at a game that is not exactly rude and nasty, if you look at it, Black Myth Wukong, guys, is not a disappointment. The game itself, I've heard between the fans and what the people thought of the game. People thought Black Myth Wukong, guys, was a real good game. But with all due respect between the company, that game was not going to really win this past year's Game of the Year. I mean, it was thinking about it, but apparently, guys, 2 years or 1 year after that, you guys remember, guys, It Takes Two won, and then Baldur's Gate 3 won during that year. I mean, during the last few years. So I don't think it really changed any facts or anything else with emotion. You guys never know. But the thing that really brings something for Black Myth Wukong, all I know is it's not a terrible game. I'm telling you. If we want to talk about outsmarting the other people and making really exciting or good decisions about a game, people are entitled to do whatever they want to play. Especially Black Myth Wukong, God of War, Assassin's Creed, or Elden Ring. People think it's a good game to really establish. I'm gonna take another drink, guys, and get to the most important thing. When it comes to me, guys, getting the baseball, it's my top priority out of 4, and RPGs for the time being. But I do know, with everything else, guys, at a decent time, it's like, it's pretty much anything that's closer that meets the eye. Or not to have an overreaction. Or have somebody be clueless. But you never know how much it could really inspire in the future. But if you guys want to pre-order any games today, you guys can pre-order the new Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 before or by July 11th. Now, who could possibly ever forget, guys? And you guys remember, my true love wants to go see Superman. So I repeat, guys, my official fiance wants Superman. my ass wants Tony Hawk in under 3 weeks. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, options, answers. But apparently, guys, my musketeer does not think I should get a game right now. It all depends what I get from, mostly from her, guys, also from my family, along with my guardian after tomorrow, and by the time I can go back to WoW by then, after tomorrow, so. I don't think it's going to be self-control, pretty much self-esteem. At least, if everything else according to plan. So that's, guys, I mean, as a negative answer, no. We'll keep everything else that's more control. You know, guys, that's the voice people's opinions, and also in my opinion. I mean, I could still tackle Tony Hawk, but I don't think the spending for Lancaster will not be a bargain. But nothing else would really come in possession. But as far as anything else goes, you just never know how much can really salvage or take. Now speaking of Tony Hawk, guys, if any of you today want to pre-order Delta Snake Eater, now like I said earlier, I'll say it again. Both that game, guys, I mean, and tell you something else, guys, both that game and also Borderlands 4, they're gonna be evenly tough. They're gonna be a little more tough for me to buy both of those games by far. And once the release dates are not going to be exactly delayed, or pretty much... Hold on, guys, let me get this other one right here. What was the last... Current time... What was the last current time skill it had? High chart, top of it. Sorry guys, I'm messaging down on Discord about Active Rock. Active Rock has always been one of my strong suits, besides rap. Always anything else goes by far. But like I said a bit ago, guys, it's your king and your luckiest man. I don't see myself getting both of them yet, but I do want to get one of the two the time we hit quit. At the end of this year, guys, for Christmas time, so... I mean, during the holidays, yes. But that's where everything else comes thrown in between. But you never know. We'll have something in a tall order. Now, if you guys... Now, the only 2 games out of 4, guys, I can probably tackle. I mean, like I said, guys, there's a big maybe. I can still get Tony Hawk plus get a 3 and 4. And the game itself, guys, will be not any larger or any big, no more than like a little over $50 plus for the PS5. Now, the other game I'm also considering is Final Fantasy Tactics Iblis Chronicles, which you guys all know. You guys all know, guys. Which you guys understand particularly. Iblis Chronicles, guys, will still be releasing on September 30th. At the end of September by then. Between football games, between our Tigers. But I don't think it's going to change any facts or try to grind. We'll have a binding resolution by then, so... I mean, the fact is, if I'm going to be able to... I mean, if you talk about me getting Borderlands 4 and Delta Snake Eater, I can probably just wait on them until Christmas hits. If not, I would be lucky enough to get it. To get one of the 2 as of right now. Let's try to cast the pre-order. And cast something that's much more to take on and also keep anything else under control too. But I could still get Tony Hawk this year. Final Fantasy Tactics, Iblis Chronicles. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind. I can get that as well. But the other 2 games, as a matter of fact, as a first place winner, I'm honestly, guys, I'm not 100% sure. I repeat, guys, with our popularity, entertainment, and energy, and your first place winner, in over 20 years, I am not 100% sure, guys. 100% positive on this. I mean, maybe. But we'll see how much we can take it. Now, speaking of other gaming, guys, let's just make it short and sweet. You guys already know my name on the repeat. My name on Steam, guys. It's a band that's gonna be 32 after tomorrow. I mean, this coming Tuesday, guys. By the time I go back to WoW, you know, guys, to stay active with that, and also me going back to Thief tomorrow in the morning, to 9 to 2, guys, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, all concerned. My name on Steam, guys, is StackDawson93. Or you guys call me ZD93. Now, if you guys have nothing, you guys have nothing to lose or to really acquire. I've been on Steam for a little more than 4 years, coming out of this year, 2025, by the way. If you guys are into any gaming, now let's start with RPGs. If you guys having the love, having the tender, and having the popularity, entertainment, and energy between one of my top two. If you guys are into RPGs like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, Elden Ring, The Last of Us, It Takes 3, Baldur's Gate 3. Now, I'm not positive if RPGs are on sale, but I know they're not. But it's pretty much actually anything else that they have actually would have started. I mean, like I said, guys, I'm not saying I'm going to get anything hardly that I may or may not be able to target and get, but I just don't think Evilist Chronicles is going to be that tough for me to buy soon. You guys understand it won't be that hard to really have some sort of cliffhanger or conveyor belt by then. That game will still be releasing, guys, by September 30th of this year. I mean, before the end of September by far, so I still want to get that game, and also maybe Tony Hawk as well. But I don't want to get anything... Like I said, guys, I don't want to have anything else be... I mean, if you want to talk about how much we can really consider not to have any foundations... Like I said, guys, I still want to get the games I really, really want to get hired with. And also have no distribution with. I mean, like I said, guys, if we can do that, you just never know. You'll have no clue how much we can really hang on. And how much we can rise against it. Or bottom, I mean, trying to keep everything else to the population. And binding resolution, how much we can balance and also take it. So like I said, I don't think I'm going to get Borderlands 4 and Delta Snake Eater yet. Hold on, guys, some of them... Hold on, guys, let me jump into this. Some of them are... Okay, there we go. But I repeat, guys, if everything else is in place, not to have any breadcrumbs or, you know, yada yada, I think everything else will be fine. But I just don't think Borderlands 4 and Delta Snake Eater are not going to get replaced, in my opinion, you know, guys, to be in the Game of the Year discussion. The same with Assassin's Creed Shadows. When somebody told me between two contacts between its phone numbers that one of them got me some this past week. I'm like, whatever games you got, do not distract me at work. Or my true love is going to be informed as soon as possible, or immediately. By the time I turn 32 on Tuesday, so... Not that good for that track. There we go, guys. Something in this right here. But it all depends how much we can take it, otherwise. But RPGs, guys, are my biggest strong suit ever since I was a kid. I always have and always will. It's my childhood favorite. Now, if you guys want to talk about sports, if you guys are in baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball, if you guys are in any sports games you guys are hired to do, or even if you guys want to have something be on board and have a binding resolution, not to get yourselves twisted or have an anger management type of thing, or a good looking thing, guys, between RPGs. I mean, RPGs will always be in my top priority in the book. Out of the four guys here in the chat today.
Well, this is quite an interesting
Queen of Hatred. Make a love shout out, Queen of Hatred. Make a love shout out. Actually, we're gonna do it. We haven't done anything fun yet. I mean, we actually have been doing, we we've actually been upgrading with our experience. That's what we've been doing today. And our plans here today, too. But how are you this morning, Queen of Hatred? I'm going to be 32 in less than 2 days after tomorrow, so... I mean, the day's already flown by enough. We'll get ourselves, one thing out of the other. Hold on, guys, what about... Hold on, guys, let me jump into this right here. Can I get the comment? There we go. What about... There we go, guys. I'll jump into that comment. But you guys can play any sports games you want without any extra charge. But usually, guys, with no extra cost. Now, let me tell you guys something I've been doing on Dompo's Baseball. I was going to do 2 season replays, especially doing some with the 1966 that Spokane Steve has been doing. I do know, well, good to be here anyway. Let's make sure there's no anomalies suddenly appear. Well, there hasn't been any drama on chats, especially people want to be fake between their names. And I understand exactly what we're doing. With our popularity, guys, entertainment, and energy. Let's keep everything else in possession. But I don't see why not, responsibly. But as far as I know, guys, Dompo's Baseball is something that I've been enjoying and pretty much liking more. That's why baseball from here on in is one of my top 4 priorities. My job at Chief, guys, and staying active at WoW. We'll have, give me 1 second, guys, we'll have a big number 1 for the end of July. There we go, guys. But yeah, but here about if you guys haven't checked out Beatles, Beatles is much more of a baseball guy. I'm much more into baseball than I can hook, and also have fun with cards and dice, or to have my PC go insane or anything. But if you guys want to talk about baseball, check out Beatles Eternal, guys. He enjoys playing Digital Diamond Baseball. He also enjoys playing Out of the Park Baseball, which I've owned every single copy. But you guys never know. I mean, baseball is life. You gotta know what kind of game plans, what kind of management you guys can have on a baseball team. I used to like more of football despite the fact with Madden. But everything else will have its own fan base and also its popularity to protect our sport and play our sport entirely. But the fact is, if we're looking at it, baseball has been the top of my food chain. You know, right behind, but nothing else, guys, was drawn in between. It's very... There we go, guys. But nothing else would really have a threat of it here. But yeah, guys, back to Beatles. He also enjoys playing Out of the Park Baseball. If I was hoping to have something much more earlier this year, like getting Out of the Park Baseball 26, my ass would have not fallen short this year. I don't think I'm getting another Steam card this week. If there's anything big I want to buy and really obtain, and pretty much set up a goal for. I want to keep everything else under control too. How much we can bring to the table. So, whatever cards that are on the table, especially. But yeah, guys, baseball is something that I have been much more reasoned with, and also love playing, and also have 3 generations of trying to register on. It's like if I want to play a season replay, I can download domposbaseball.com/seasons. But if you guys have a copy of that, if you guys will get the new updated version of this year's version, you guys get Dompo's Baseball And you guys can pay no more, but have a good deal. Well, you guys can pay no more than like 20 without any tax. We talk about paying something if you guys have a PayPal or not. And baseball has no disrespect to me. It never has and it never will be. You know what they say, guys? Me liking RPGs a lot more, the same what I do with sports, with baseball entirely. There will always be the best there is, the best there was, and there will always be the best there ever will be, in my opinion. That's all there is to it. Now, I haven't played any other sports games by far, but baseball from here on in. Good morning, brother Leon. Make a love shout out, brother. You know what Tuesday is? The correct answer? I'm gonna be 32 soon, guys. This coming Tuesday, you know, after tomorrow night, so. Remember, guys, we go back to practice tomorrow night. My ass goes back to Steve, finally. You know, as my top priority out of the 4. So I don't think it's going to really switch gears or change any facts or trajectory. Because I don't see why not. I mean, everything else will be in place. Trust me. Everything else will be in check. That means anything else goes going forward. But yeah, guys, baseball is life. You gotta know what kind of teams they're playing. If you guys can get a baseball team in on any season we play, you do. But I don't know if I'm gonna get real life coins and dice. If I'm gonna put something closer to my PC. I mean, that'd be hard to really bring. And also have negotiations, kind of like signing a deal. Let's protect our sport in between, so. I mean, maybe. I mean, someday maybe, but not now. But Umbridge Baseball, guys, it's not something I'm going to be releasing or be traded to. I mean, traded back from. Everything else is good. It's fun. I enjoy it. Alright, guys, that's good video on Steam for today. You guys remember, guys, I'll be 32 after tomorrow. And, remember, guys, there will not be a... I repeat, guys, there will not be a stream tomorrow. I'm not done yet. But like I said, I do know I'm thinking of maybe doing, just maybe, guys, RoboCop Rogue City. Back on Thursday mornings. If nothing else, it's going to get switched. Depending on PS Plus. Which we all know, guys, how much we're working on, though. I'm going to get everything else back up to date a little bit more. But we'll see. Thank God for, oh my guys, Brother Leon in the chat says, Fatu and Uso. Big fight, Solo and JC Mateo. Well, it doesn't say any facts or any corrections. Same with John Cena and Ron Killings. I mean, it's pretty much an easy answer to that question. Cena is going to be CM Punk at Saudi. He retained his undisputed WWE title. And hopefully drops it, maybe, just maybe, guys, drops it to Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. I mean, that's still what I'm thinking, at least by far. That will be the end of Steam for today, guys. For me tuning number 32 this coming Tuesday on my birthday. My name on Steam is ZachDawson93, for your first place winner. If you guys have any questions, you're welcome to make your own pre-orders and in-store purchases. Whatever you guys like to do. It involves a lot of consideration. Or just to have an answer to a question, if you want it. But you guys have your in-store purchases, and mostly pre-orders. Now remember one thing, guys, and the most important rule, is love, support, and respect is the key. So also been creative, guys. About 627 mods today. We are at 627. Oh, hold on, guys. Mayday was... Hold on, guys. Let me jump into this. But everything else, guys, would be under consideration. But yes, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. The awesome and creative. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. So remember, guys, like it, so comment, and follow. If you guys haven't not looked up my name, you guys can send me out as hard as you can. Wish me a happy 32nd birthday. It's coming Tuesday. But I repeat, guys, I've mentioned this enough, I'll say it again. There will not be a stream tomorrow. Since my ass goes back to Steve. which has always been my top priority out of the four guys, which I always love and enjoy when it comes to working. So 9 to 2 tomorrow, 9 to 2 Friday, and Saturday this week. Thursday we have that banquet, for awards to give out, have some dishes, have some good stuff for dinner on that Thursday. But nobody could really act crazy or insane by then. So I think it's going to be another good opportunity to get back to and really roll the dice with. Me and guys, like it, so comment and follow, like and share the stream, guys, like and share the stream, support it, comment, and if you guys have any questions or concerns, you guys can type them in the chat and see if we can answer them between Blue Renters, and we'll accept answers or the answers to the questions if you want. And it only happens, guys, in the live chat. Remember, guys, like and share the stream, meet and greet. I'm not going to go over numbers today, as far as how I'm doing on the channel. All I'm going to really say is, I'm also in on this. My numbers are totally okay, but not exactly horrible. We talked about it with followers. My numbers, guys, on followers would be, I'm still way above 211K by far. I've been doing the last number of months now. But I will not and may not go further, guys, than that. But thank you, brother Leon. My true love is not going to be in today. All I know is she does not have church since her sister, my true love's sister, guys, is going to be out of town today, from what I've heard. So she's not going to be in, she's not going to be staying in one place at a time. Guys, with Jordan and the others between my true love's family in the back, but keep it something that's not less close. But keeping everybody else in that particular being, so I don't see why not. But yeah, guys, those are my numbers as of now. That's one number that I'm not questioning. But remember, guys, like and share the stream, Wish me a happy 32nd birthday, guys, this coming Tuesday in the chat soon, and already, if you want. But remember, guys, like and share the stream, meet and greet, and do not fall down if you guys are not collapsing or fainting. If you guys are battling the heat, please stay hydrated, if you don't mind. If you guys are having flavored water or having something with this summer water, that's the best way you guys can battle the heat entirely. You guys want to keep yourselves alive and don't get your butts lightheaded a whole lot. You don't want to get yourselves, stuck or get yourselves in the middle. But alright, guys, the most important thing to get our numbers up and also have our stock rise up as we watch our videos in full. Like and share the stream, guys. Make sure we have our popularity, entertainment, and energy, enough insurance. Remember, guys, we have our social media, our 627 mods, and our companions. And yes, guys, our followers. That's to make it awesome and important. It's one of my top 4 priorities. That's one of my top 4 priorities, guys. With you guys in the chat, it's one of my top 4. So that's all I'm gonna be booking for my entire life and my career. But the most important thing, guys, I repeat, we watch our videos in full for your king and your luckiest man. And so we have our social media, guys, our YouTube accounts, and yes, guys, our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, of our YouTube family, and so much more. Now, I actually haven't read anything off the bat, especially the Switch 2 review. All I know is, guys, the Switch 2 actually is a good new upgraded, a new upgrade, and also, a very, very new experience after the very first Switch by far. But it doesn't have anything to traumatize if you guys are doing something with the PS VR 2 on the PS5 entirely, or pretty much anything with the Pro. But you never know. But nothing would really observe or try to absorb anything on it. Guys, with the next 3 generations, whatever how much can really handle and also sponsor. Guys, remember, guys, Guys, remember, guys, we are always filled with popularity, guys. Entertainment and energy are biggest, strongest, exciting, talented, awesome, excellent, exciting, fantastic. 100%, guys, our strongest, beautiful, exciting, wonderful, talented, strongest, beautiful power of our community. I'll be 32 after tomorrow, guys. Come on. That's all like I'm gonna be the next Don Goodman from Monsters Inc. Now, speaking of Don Goodman, guys, you want to talk about birthdays for a minute? Sucks like 73 this year. Coming out of Mike Wazowski, Roseanne, and they're pretty much all done and pretty much finished with the Connors. Now without Roseanne, by the way. But anyway, guys, we'll see what we got for in-gaming news today. Remember, guys, we don't get a lot of in-gaming news by far. Honestly, guys, we do not. But let's get ourselves in position. So, we don't get a lot of in-gaming news on the weekend mornings either, as far as I can elaborate on. And also Target. But I will give you guys one of these. Now, I haven't looked at a lot of in-gaming reviews to see how much could really have a fresh, guys, breathe fresh hope. And also take SARS and also capitalize with. But guys, back when I had said something earlier in the stream here today, I do know Blade is not going to be releasing until, I still think Wesley Snipes can still be the man in SARS and continue to have a desire to do good with martial arts and continue to kick ass with anything he does as Blade. Guys, coming out of the MCU. But the last appearance that Blade has been appearing by Wesley Snipes as a martial arts movie or a martial arts character, it's only been like, the first time Blade was out, it was at the very beginning. Guys, back in '97, if I'm right or wrong. But the last appearance that Wesley Snipes was in Blade was known as Blade, guys, as a badass sword slasher, martial arts fighter. Now, compared to Cobra Kai or Karate Kid or Bloodsport, the last movie that Wesley Snipes was in was, it was actually Deadpool and Wolverine. Guys, with Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, having the funny experiences, guys, bringing the other people and characters and also heroes, guys, coming out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I don't see why not. But I will give you guys top stories today. So on top stories today, guys, Batman Forever is now 30 years old, coming out of The Dark Knight. Of how Val Kilmer's sequel, guys, it's a studio re-collaboration as a first new take on The Dark Knight. Well, Val Kilmer did become the next Batman, so, that's to really save people, have a little more of a love affair between Saints Meridian. The actors that we do know. We talk about it's nothing is well said. Nothing is much more, at the very beginning at large. Guys, it's never the same without Val Kilmer, may God have mercy on this brother's soul. But you guys understand, he was the first one to play and really get to as Superman, so hold on guys, is that the new one? There we go, guys. But like I said earlier, I'll say it again. Back when Batman Forever's been out since 1995, without question. The one that took over Michael Keaton's rights was the brother himself, guys, and that is Val Kilmer. Now, you talk about a man. Now, the movie has been out for the last 30 years now. Guys, Val Kilmer, for instance. It took 30 years to really have the movie itself's now been out for 3 decades. Between The Dark Knight itself, or beginning anything. We also understand, guys, when it comes to Batman movies and also everybody surrounding it, that Batman is also based on DC Comics behind the ones that were receiving updates based on the sequel after the first two Batman movies with Michael Keaton on it. Now, Chris O'Donnell was not in the first two. And the ones that were also in The Dark Knight, I mean, not The Dark Knight, but Batman Forever. Nobody would be funny, guys, or have anybody from Men in Black, Liar Liar, The Truman Show, and whatnot. But both of these two other actors have their own personas. The ones that I'm talking about, guys, also in all three Sonic movies, and the other one in The Country for Old Men. Now, the two actors I'm talking about, guys, not just Val Kilmer, but also the other actors. You have the crazy character as the Riddler, guys, and also, now making a lot of sense, now it would be Jim Carrey, and Tommy Lee Jones as Harvey Two-Face, so. Now, we all know, guys, despite the fact how Batman Forever's been out for the last 3 decades now, people thought Michael Jackson was going to be the Riddler. So there's two actors way before Jim Carrey auditioned, but people thought Jim Carrey was a good fit. Good fit, in my opinion. And people thought it was good. So the first one that actually was not exactly in line with it was the late Robin Williams. So Robin Williams did actually pass on it, and then Michael Jackson was lobbied. So both of these actors, guys, or both of these gentlemen did not actually win the role for the Riddler for Batman Forever over the years. Now, I've always thought Robin Williams was not going to win, based on his movies, like say the late actor that he is, and the way the actor was. Now, if you want to talk about Robin Williams playing in a funny movie, you can picture him as Mrs. Doubtfire. You have him. So, for example, guys, if you talk about him, you've got Mrs. Doubtfire, Jumanji, and other movies, especially Good Will Hunting, with Robin Williams, Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck. Way before he started, way before our time, guys. So after it's done, we'll finally, hold on, guys, we'll finally be. Give me 1 second, guys. After next week. There we go, guys. But yeah, I mean, Robin Williams did some good things, especially being funny and also a comedian. No, that's number one. Number two, guys, as far as Michael Jackson goes, Michael Jackson would have not been the obvious choice, coming out of Thriller, and also doing some with his own music, and also, guys, doing his dancing stuff on with Michael Jackson's, based on his albums, based on his dancing stuff. And not exactly way before or after his court case back then, when he was preferred not guilty during that time. But Michael Jackson, I mean, Michael Jackson was a dancing god back then. But you never know, guys. But that's another thing too. Now, as far as Jim Carrey is concerned, I honestly think Jim Carrey did exactly pretty well. Or not as good. But you never know, guys. I mean, people thought Michael Jackson and Robin Williams were not going to be at ease. Based on who they were going to be, as far as the Riddler is concerned. Now, as far as Tommy Lee Jones, my true love thought, in her opinion, that Tommy Lee Jones had an excellent opportunity as Two-Face and Batman Forever back then. So, I'm not sure what Tommy Lee Jones is doing now. I feel like if he wants to lean towards maybe like 2 movies that he's got left, I don't see him missing another Men in Black movie. Not without him and Will Smith as a brother, to be honest. I mean, Will Smith's got I Am Legend 2, but he's never been in a Batman movie. He has not. but I'm not gonna read anything else, guys. But I do know, guys, Batman Forever did secure a good fortune in total. No more than $330 million. But I honestly don't blame anything after the last 30 years for Batman Forever. So the actors, if you remember, that did, I want to say, guys, solitary well, or pretty much put plenty of good, and also, guys, put the ick and sick. Or killing two stones in one bird, as a matter of fact. You look at, for example, guys, you've got Val Kilmer, Emma Stone, Jim Carrey, the late Pat Hingle. You guys can understand it's not the same without Pat Hingle. He was the first one to really be as Commissioner Gordon, way before Gary Oldman took over with him and Katie Holmes and Kristen Bale. Because Kristen Bale, guys, was the next Batman to really fall in, and also input as well. But Batman Forever, guys, for 30 years, Batman Forever people thought it was good. People thought it was, a little more common sense. Guys, way before the unification got started during that time. I mean, my ass was only 2 years old when Batman Forever was out. My true love was like 8 years old back then. I mean, she's more of an 80s girl, and I'm more of a 90s man, so, as king and the luckiest man, so. I mean, Batman Forever has never been trash, it's never been less unique. And it's over finding the best actors that can still do it after all these years. Hold on, guys, Sam for sleep. Token. It falls. Well, like I said earlier, I'll say it again. I mean, the way people touch base on Batman Forever was I will also, before we wrap everything up, guys, Watching 32 this coming Tuesday. Just really complete. I will actually end on this. I repeat, guys, I will end on this. Now, with Batman Forever being out for 30 years, they could not find any good actors that could really be badass a little bit more. Trying to see if I can. It fell very short for suiting its first top spot crown. Hold on, guys, see if I can jump into this. Jump right about here. But yeah, guys, that's another thing too. Batman Forever was not going to be. I mean, people thought it was not going to be much of a difference. But when they actually found the actors and found the best storyline possible, I mean, good, and have something traditional involving that in the very beginning. And because I was like 2 years old when Batman Forever was out back then. When True Love was still at, Tigerstown, if you think about it. I'm not 100% sure if my True Love and I will watch Batman Forever tonight. But I'd say, guys, it's like 30 years old now. I mean, it's not, and nothing else would be said, guys, without Val Kilmer. And, guys, Val Kilmer by far, and having something to appreciate, too. We only have 10 skill points today, guys. We decided to unlock another upgrade. It's called the Parabeats Extra Set. And it enables you guys to equip 2 sets of prayer beads at a time to bolster your abilities, guys. You can also equip them from the inventory menu. But I repeat, guys, I will end on this. So, I'm not sure if anything else will happen with Batman. I do know the one that has a script that's not been passed on. We all know the second Batman 2 does have a script lined up. But the movie will not be cancelled. But according to James Gwynn, guys, James Gwynn thinks Robert Pattinson can still play a big part. And also be, maybe, just maybe, guys, not going into a WTF moment, but I honestly think, I don't think James Gwynn is actually wrong. Based on what he's doing, as far as Robert Pattinson still wanting to be the face of, be the only Dark Knight that can do it. Way after Kristen Bale, Ben Affleck, and George Clooney, and Batman and Robin. But I don't think Val Kilmer, would have said it any other way. Based on Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick as Iceman, along with Tom Cruise as Maverick. But the way people see Batman Forever, you see the actors auditioning. You take a lot of time. You take a lot of face time as you see it. I was only like 2 years old at the time, and Mental Love and I, honestly guys, my Constance and I guys, as Tartanian, my Musketeer and I have seen Batman Forever dozens of times. Was nothing else would be said without the actors. Based on their interviews, based on the last 30 years. That's to concentrate on one damn thing to the next. Now, if you talk about a lot of movies that's been around for years and years, you take Batman Forever, you take the Goonies, you take the Gremlins, and you also do not take anything away from Star Wars. Star Wars has been around for 48 years. Phantom Menace has been out for 24. Revenge of the Sith, guys, of the third episode in Lucasfilm. Now, that one's been out for 20 years as well. So, nothing else would be said, as far as anything else goes, with Batman Forever. At least by far. Now, on that note, guys, that's going to wrap everything up for today. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. All I'm saying is, guys, Batman Forever is a good movie. It's fun, it's good. Romance between the two of them, both Val Kilmer and Emma Stone. But nothing else would be different about Val Kilmer. Seeing anything else in action since the very beginning, him and also Chris O'Donnell being partners to take on, finally getting on the same page. Just to really get redemption between Chris O'Donnell and Robin. After what happened to his parents after Two-Face, just really killed him behind. That's to really feel bad when Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne. When Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne was feeling bad and feel sorry, and between him and Chris O'Donnell as Robin. So that would be Mr. Grayson, to be honest. But these two actually worked. I want to say, guys, both Val Kilmer and Chris O'Donnell worked well. I want to say they worked quite well over the years. But Chris O'Donnell, I don't know what he's doing now. I don't see him being in any other movies. He's not going to be in the next two Avengers in the next 2 years. Towards every single end of every 2 years. Guys, for Doomsday and Secret Wars. So I can already say, and begin with, guys, as the first place winner, Chris O'Donnell is not going to be in any of the two. So, no. I doubt he will. But alright, guys, I'm going to be 32 this coming Tuesday, guys, in the chat. If you guys have not wished me a happy birthday till then, now's the time to really focus and also penetrate, if you will. I'm going to take one more drink and then I'm going to wrap everything up for the weekend and wrap everything up for today. But you never know. It could be up for grabs between one movie or a TV show. I know the first Batman was out in '89, if I recall. With the first one that I auditioned was Michael Keaton. I guess Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. What's Nicholson? He was pretty much the first obvious choice. He was the first obvious choice as the Joker back then. That's the way we think about the future and transformed as Jack to Joker. Somebody can replace Jack Nicholson of who he was and who he pretty much became and been in the very first Batman back in '89. So guys, now based on the schedule, I'm not going to have any time tomorrow to squeeze in Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age. So, Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age, guys, for that one, 40 minutes plus. I'm not going to buy any time by the time I go back to sleep in the morning with great people tomorrow. So based on the schedule, guys, I go back to Steve tomorrow 9 to 2. Tomorrow, guys, 9 to 2. We also have tier practice between 5 to 6 tomorrow night, so keep everything else in position. Another 2 days of WoW on Tuesday. Wednesday, Tuesday night, we're going to be tackling my birthday number 32. I'm going to be going one-on-one, guys, with my future fiancé to tackle the first ever live action of How to Train Your Dragon. It's probably going to be around a little before 5:20 during that time, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be romantic between two love and I celebrating my 32nd birthday after tomorrow, and see what I get in fall, and see what I get in return. Yeah, guys, I have another 2 days at WoW on Tuesday, Wednesday. My answer for RoboCop Rogue City is coming Thursday in the mornings. I mean, Thursday we have that dinner banquet, for awards between protecting our sport. Just to name a few, guys. Me doing bowling for 20 plus years. That's the first thing. Softball, flag football and whatnot, and also weightlifting, or pretty much weightlifting off the bat. But people were actually at state summer games last week, so I don't see why not. So we'll have that banquet, guys, this coming Thursday between 6 to 8. Thursday is pretty much my next requested day. My requested day off, guys. Chief management. So Kevin should be back sometime this week if I want to put a little bit more to really excuse and also add up. But I'll keep you guys info and posted. Keep a watchful eye. So, by closing the chat today, guys, I'm telling to 32 after tomorrow. If you guys want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo on the weekend mornings, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Keep everybody else focused. And to make sure everybody is having a lot of laughs, a lot of socialization. Not to have another fighter retire, or to have somebody be, going into World Wrestling Entertainment, or retiring from UFC for a fight. Boxing is, honestly guys, boxing is pretty much different towards UFC and wrestling in the ring, as far as I know. It could be drawing a different interest if you look at it. But yeah, guys, hit that like button. I repeat, guys, hit that like button, support button, and comment. If you guys have not connected with my channel enough, I want you guys to increase my numbers. My numbers, guys, are very important. W8 needs to be high on the horizon right now. So, if you guys can do that, I can help you guys with your channels. But help me out first, then I can give you guys an opportunity. But the most important thing, guys, and the most important rule for your king and your luckiest man, with our popularity, guys, entertainment, and energy, it's love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Anytime we manage, guys, to get everything in possession, and also under control, all we have to do, guys, is follow and share it on our 3 apps. More important, and personally, our 3 apps, guys. You guys can share me out, follow me on our 3 apps when you guys get a chance ASAP. And the only thing, guys, we can do is look up a name, follow it, get a voice, and see what the first and last name is, and we follow that person. Tell us a little more of our story, and then guys, talk a little more about ourselves too, when we get an opportunity, see what we're leaning towards. All we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So yeah, guys, with everything else, like I said, guys, I go back to Steve 9 to 2. I go back to Steve in the morning tomorrow, 9 to 2. And then return on Friday, Saturday. Go back to Tira. My 211 finally go back to Tira after we had that FC cookout barbecue last week during the evening. But we're going to get back to reality, towards county competition. I mean, 2 competitions soon. Since we'll be back at the fair pretty soon and very shortly on to that. But yeah, But yeah, guys, tomorrow we'll have everything else in hand. You know, guys, this hot episode's not going to be done either. As far as I can tell you, that's really, guys, just to have an honest and open opinion. It's not going to end, it will not end the high episode till probably after Tuesday. So we'll have that more to select and keep ourselves hydrated and cool. So, guys, you always want to be cool and not get yourselves, dragged by anything. If it's toasty, or even if you guys are grilling out, that's fine. Nobody can stop you. But yeah, guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream. Like and share the stream, guys. Take charge, and do not get yourselves wasted or get tired out. Be your first place winner. You're king, guys, and you're luckiest man. Keep everything else under control. Be underwhelming. So yeah, the most important thing, guys, I want my numbers to rise from you guys with a lot of help and a lot of acceptance. And I can help you guys if you guys do or do not have a boosting system. You guys can spoil me on my 32nd birthday this week, because I won't be back till probably, in my opinion, I have to focus on the stuff in hand, but we are going to have fun, have a little more birthday after a while on Tuesday. We'll tackle How to Train Your Dragon for a while, and probably have some romance time at the end, which I don't see why not. But as far as the other two goes, the phone numbers I blocked, I don't know what's going to happen with them tomorrow. They want to sell up a chief. That's based on them. But it would pretty much be elsewhere. Inside the room what I'm doing with work, and also between you guys as one of my top 4 priorities. So that's not going to be between both of them ruining my plans for number 32 on Tuesday. So, I've got enough in my arsenal that pretty much says something, and also anything else to say the least. So, but they don't want to hear the other two, being out of town, don't want to hear my opinion, but that's pretty much what it is. But other than that, guys, we'll keep everything else in check, and wish me a happy 32nd birthday, guys, if you guys haven't had a chance to. But the most important thing, guys, just to really wrap everything up and everything in general, all we have to do, guys, is we watch our videos in full. Watch that video in full, guys. Boost that video. Connect to my channel if you guys haven't done it. And don't forget to check out Beatles Eternal, guys. He live streamed towards last night, and baseball will not be old in my opinion for me. It will not. But all we have to do, guys, is we watch our videos in full. With me, my 32nd birthday, guys, by Tuesday of this week. Like and share the stream. And so we have our social media, have our excitement, and yes, guys, our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So you guys have a great free weekend. I'll be turning 32 on my birthday, guys, on Tuesday. Be back at Steve tomorrow in the morning, guys, 9 to 2. Friday and Saturday. Like I said earlier, one more thing, guys. One final thing. The answer if I'm going to be hopefully doing RoboCop Rock City. It's coming Thursday in the mornings. I'm almost dying to, but we haven't done it for for a little over 2 weeks, since I've been tired, wanting to sleep in, and after being active for the entire time. But we'll check it out, guys. We'll see what happens. I don't think I'm going to be rusted or be tired heavily, but I should have a stream by Thursday by then. And it's always the same thing, guys. Our popularity, entertainment, and energy. And also, guys, same time, same channel. Well, I love Michelle. I love you, girl. Thank you for coming by. You haven't wished me a 32nd birthday yet, says Michelle. You're funny. Sissy Maddie's funny.
Hello, Sir Jack.
Says Annalisa's funny. I don't blame you, says Michelle. I still love you guys no matter what happens. But you all know I'm gonna be 32 after tomorrow. By the time we hit Tuesday, me trying to stay active between gaming and my top priorities. So, what's my 2 love is my top priority. You guys in the chat is number 2. Teeth and Wild at 3, and baseball is 4. So honestly, guys, maybe Thursday in the mornings for RoboCop Rook City. But yeah, guys, Thursday's gonna be my next requested day. But I'm gonna have a little bit more. I mean, as soon as I get a chance. But are you able to send me out, Sesame Cell, while wrapping stuff up real quick? I mean, that'd be great. I mean, get Sis Annalisa, get the others involved, especially Sissy Maddie. That'd be great. And also Paul Donza, too. But you guys have a good rest of your weekend, guys. I'll be turning 32 on my birthday this Tuesday. If you guys have a wish me a happy B-Day for number 32, you guys can send me out, follow me, and grow a lot of love and, popularity and entertainment. And energy, too. And also, guys, our biggest, strongest, phenomenal power of our 627 minds of our community. But don't forget to send me out, guys. Don't forget to check out Beatles Eternal. He's a nice dude, nice guy. He's a brother. He calls me his family member. So, part of his family and his chat. What's up, Latoya? Make a love shout out. And the rest of you guys behind me. Have a great weekend, guys. Same time, same channel. Love you a little bit more, Sesame Cell. Thank you so much. I'll be 32. I feel like I would be a lot younger than that. Or the way I am. I mean, not exactly younger than Howard Stern. But it's a different story. But guys, have a good rest of your weekend. Same time, same channel. Be good, be kind, and love one another. If you guys can send me out in the chat after this is uploaded, that'd be great. And that would be awesome to get my numbers on the channel up. But I do want much more W8s. From you guys, ASAP. You guys have a good rest of the weekend, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I should be back maybe Thursday for RoboCop Rook City. And then Thursday AMs if I get a chance. Happy 32 for me, guys. It's coming Tuesday from your king and your luckiest man. And we'll say our thoughts afterwards. Have a good rest of the weekend, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Send me out, guys, when you guys get an opportunity and get a chance. Until then, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. And I will see